Hello and welcome to Norwood Digest, Norwood Community Media's news magazine show. I almost said NPA again. We have a great number of guests here tonight. We're going to get right on it. Joining me now is Aubrey Ciol, who is the Director of Impact Norwood. And first, remind folks, first of all, welcome.
Thank you.
And second of all, remind folks what Impact Norwood is.
So Impact Norwood is the town's substance use prevention coalition. So we work to prevent and reduce youth substance use.
Okay. And just briefly, some of the things that you've done in the past that people might have recognized.
So one of our biggest highlights was back in March, we had a dodgeball tournament, and the point of that was to promote youth and adult relationships and a positive Saturday night activity for youth in the community. We had about 150 people come, and the youth and adults had a really great time, and our animal control officer was on the winning team, so that was really exciting.
Were they called the Dogs?
I don't think they had a team name, or if they did, I don't remember what it was.
But anyway, but now we have an event coming up in September.
Yes.
And it's sort of built around World Cup soccer.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that.
So the idea came because myself and a few of my colleagues, we had been hearing that people in the community wanted to see more cultural celebration. And I'm all about promoting positive weekend activities for people in our community, so I thought, why not have a soccer tournament, but style it as a World Cup tournament so we can celebrate all of our neighbors and all the different cultures that make up Norwood, because I think it really is a melting pot.
And so when's that going to occur?
That will be on September 21st from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Coakley Middle School.
Okay, and so what's going to happen that day?
Oh boy, what's not going to happen that day? So in the morning, or excuse me, not the morning, the early afternoon session, it will be high school games. So anybody in grade 9 through 12 who want to participate, they will have their 2 hours of soccer tournament. And then in the later afternoon, grades 5 through 8 will have an opportunity to play. And while the tournament is going on, there's also going to be a separate area with lawn games, family-friendly activities. We're trying to put together a musical instrument petting zoo, so we'll have different musical instruments from around the world. And Progress Norwood has been instrumental, no pun intended, helping to get that put together.
So let me see if I got that straight. So based on what you said, rather than petting animals, am I going to go play instruments?
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Not like woodwind or anything that you would put your mouth on, but drums, tambourines, that sort of thing.
Strings, some strings? Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've never heard of a musical, how did you describe it?
Musical petting zoo, and I can't take claim for that. One of our Progress Norwood partners did. So.
Okay. Yeah. And so the multicultural, where's that come in besides the music?
So each team is going to be randomly assigned a country to represent, and the countries that will be represented in the World Cup make up Norwood. So we looked at some online demographics from the most recent census and looked to see where the most foreign-born residents were from, and we took the top 16 because we're going to have 16 teams. And students who are participating can earn points without even playing soccer just by showing up, having done a few things like learning like a soccer chant from their country or wearing their country's colors.
Okay, so that's cool.
Yeah.
So how do you have the teams are not made up yet, right?
They're not made up yet.
So how do I participate?
So you can go to our website, impactnorwood.org, and then under the events section, there's all of the information that you need to know, and there's also a link to register.
Okay, so what didn't I ask you that you want to make sure people know?
You should just come.
But did we cover everything
You
needed
did,
to cover
yes.
for that tournament?
Yeah.
So I know that I want to talk about something else. That's the youth ambassador programs that you guys are running. So tell us about that.
So this past year, my program coordinator, Daryl Sweeper, worked really hard to get into the high school and just become a face, let youth know who Impact Norwood is, and we've gained some good momentum. So this year we're officially launching the Youth Ambassador Program. We're going to be meeting weekly here in the high school from 2:30 to 3:30, and it's available for students in grades 6 through 12. We'll be doing some prevention activities that are tied to the coalition work, but we're also going to provide sessions on effective public speaking, resume building, interview skills, and we're bringing in community partners to do those things.
So it's not just teaching them about prevention, even though that is a huge part of it, but you're also giving them skills that will be easily transferable to getting into colleges or even in the working world.
Yes, yep, that's our goal.
And so how do I get involved with that? That'll be through the school?
Actually, if youth are interested or their parents are interested in signing their youth up, that's also on our website, impactnorwood.org. There's a section for youth ambassadors, and it has more information and a form to fill out if you're interested in signing up.
Okay, now I know Norwood Day is coming up, and I know you guys historically have a presence there. What cool thing are you doing this year?
Well, if you remember last year, we had a giant inflatable brain on the town common. This year, we brought in giant inflatable lungs. Because we know that vaping has been an issue, so we're bringing in some lungs, and people will be able to walk through them and see the harms of what electronic vape products can do to
Just
them.
knocked over your
Oh, that's okay.
ambassador program. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so you guys are relatively new. It's what?
The
2 years?
coalition formed in 2014,
Is it that? Oh, geez.
but we just got the big funding from the
Okay.
Drug Free Communities Grant in 2017.
Okay.
Yep.
So best of luck, continued luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
And is there anything you wanted to add that I didn't
No.
pry out of you?
No, just if you're interested in coming, we meet. Our coalition meets the second Thursday of every month here in the high school. So come by if you want to check us out.
Okay.